Here's a strategy that you can use as you get ready to launch your digital course. And this is something I get asked all the time. It's, what do I talk about in my weekly content to my audience, to my email list, before I actually open the doors to the course? I want to get them primed and ready so that they buy the course when it's available, but I don't want to start selling just yet. So here's the strategy that you can use. And it is to write down a list of objections that somebody might have for purchasing your course. And then you flip it and you talk about that in your weekly content. So the way I like to do it is, in an ideal world, that pre-launch time period before you actually open your doors is about 60 days. So let's say 8 weeks. That means not 8 topics. Wow, that math. That means 8 topics, 4 topics a month. And so, and if you don't have 60 days, that's absolutely fine. Do what you can with what you have, with the time that you've got. But let's just say this ideal situation. So write down 8 objections somebody might have for purchasing your course. The first 2 are easy, time and money. They also might be something like, I don't think I would get these results. I don't think I'm ready for this yet. I don't think this is meant for somebody like me. So things like that. And then what you do is you flip it, say something like, I don't think I'm ready yet. Then you talk about ways that somebody is ready to have this kind of journey that you teach in your course. So let me give you a better, like, real life example of this. So one of my clients, Joy, she's a divorce lawyer, and she has a course helping people understand the divorce process. So what they do is they learn a lot about the divorce process, a lot about the options, a lot about all these big words and what they mean, and different resources that they can use state by state. And so she educates them in that. So when they go to their actual lawyer, they feel confident, they feel empowered, they feel knowledgeable, and they actually save a lot of time and money because they've learned from Joy. And so they go to their lawyer, who they're paying hourly, like hundreds of dollars per hour, and say, hey, I've thought about it. This is what I want to do, or this is, how I want to move forward. And so one of the objections that somebody might have for joining Joy's course is, it would be like, I don't think I could I don't think this would help me because my spouse is really difficult and they're going to fight me on everything. And I know I'm going to lose it all. So why even try? Or I really don't have high hopes for what would come out of this divorce. And so what Joy would talk about, and she does talk about, and I think this is fantastic, is that she has them create a vision. What is your life like after the divorce? And when you're going through a big life change, you're really only thinking short term. But she encourages her people to think long term. What does your life look like in the future, 5 years down the road? And that helps them figure out what's truly important to them. And so if that's the case, she helps them realize, like, oh man, I'm not going to fight over old furniture. Like, they can have that. That's not what's important to me. What's important to me is that I have time with my kids, or whatever that may be. And so that allows them to go into this divorce process feeling equipped, empowered, again, knowing this is what's important to me. This is what I'm going to fight for. These other things are not in my vision. I'm not going to waste time, trying to get revenge on and get everything that I possibly can. And so right there in that free content, in that weekly content, Joy has put a seed in their minds of, wow, I can have this life, or this is the life that I want to have. And it's really special to me. And I'm going to do whatever I can in order to get that, in order to fight for that, in order to put myself in the best position possible to get that life. And so when Joy comes to, okay, here's, doors open for the course, that person is more ready to buy. And in addition, they have that trust and joy because she has helped them see what a future is like, or what a future could be like. So that's my example for you. what's their objection? You flip it and then you talk about it. You're not directly saying, hey, in this course, I'm going to help you do X, Y, and Z. No, you give them little thoughts, little strategies that can move the needle, that can tweak their thought process so they feel comfortable to buy, they're excited about buying, and they have that trust in you in order to do so. Okay, so if you thought this was helpful, or if you're like, okay, I need a little bit more, I have a countdown launch calendar that I created for you. And in it, this is one piece, this idea of using objections for your pre-launch content. So if you want that, if you want to know some of the other things that I say, hey, it'd be really helpful for you to have in place and when to have them in place, you should grab this countdown calendar. So go to yourcoursepro.com/calendar, and I'll link it where you're watching this video. You can grab it. It is a full guide of things that you can do, but I also have a really short section at the very beginning where you can quickly see, okay, that's my snapshot. That's what I need to know, and I can move forward. So if you like the too long didn't read section, or if you like, okay, the full, I've got both of those for you. So yourcoursepro.com/countdown, and you can grab it.